There was a boy who was a snake charmer from a very poor family. The boy had to start working at a very young age to help his family survive. He would go out into the streets with his pet snake and earn money by showing people how he could control the snake. But the boy had a dream. He wanted more than just to be a snake charmer. He wanted to become a doctor. The boy would study during the day, and at night he would take care of his snake. One day, while the boy was practicing his medical skills on a friend, his snake bit him. The venom was so strong that the boy died. When the people of the village heard that the snake charmer's son had died, they were sad because they knew that the boy had big dreams. They decided that they would help him achieve his dream. They collected some money and sent his body for an autopsy to the city. In the city, the doctors were shocked to see the condition of the boy's body. They couldn't believe that someone could be bitten by a snake and survive. They decided to keep him in the hospital and try to save his life. They gave him anti-venom injections and put him on a ventilator. After 2 weeks, the boy was finally able to be taken off the ventilator, and he made a full recovery. When the people of the village heard that the boy was alive, they were overjoyed. They went to the city to bring him back home. But when they got to the hospital, they were shocked. The boy was no longer the same. He was pale and weak and had to be carried out of the hospital on a stretcher. The villagers were heartbroken. They had raised money and saved the boy's life, but he would never be the same again. The boy's father was devastated. He had lost his son, and he blamed himself for it. He had been a snake charmer all his life, and he knew the risks of the job. But he had hoped that his son would be different. He would go on to become a doctor and help people, not harm them. The father took his son's body and went to the river to cremate it. As he was carrying his son's body, he saw a group of children playing. They were laughing and screaming, and it made him angry. How could they be so happy when he was so sad? He threw his son's body into the river and walked away. The next morning, the villagers went to the river to collect water. They were shocked to see the boy's body floating in the river. They pulled him out of the river and laid him on the ground. To their surprise, the boy was alive. He had been bitten by a snake, but he had managed to survive. The villagers were over. They carried the boy to his house, and his father was so happy to see his son alive. He knew that his son was special. He had been bitten by a snake and survived, and he believed that his son could do anything. He told the boy that he was proud of him and that he would always love him. The boy was so happy to hear this. He had never felt this kind of love before. He hugged his father and thanked him for being so proud of him. The boy knew that he had a lot of hard work ahead of him if he wanted to become a doctor, but he was not afraid. He was brave, and he knew that he could do it. And so, with the support of his father and the villagers, the boy began his studies and worked hard to achieve his dream. He eventually became a successful doctor and helped many people.